Now the problem is, anyway, I'll repeat what I just said. The problem is every time you try and look into information on your phone, for some reason the video stops, which is a bit annoying. That's another glitch that Samsung need to fix, where you should be able to look around your phone and get information to upload to this video without the video stopping, which obviously isn't happening at the moment. Anyway, I repeat myself, 29 minutes in, it's now 16 minutes to 11, Tuesday the 14th of June. I'll just repeat what I said. I've had some very interesting conversations. I've had an update from Nottinghamshire Police. They've given me the name of the person dealing with the case, and also the reference number. As you can see, my clothes are in a bit of a state. It's called Against All Odds, which I think is just a coincidence. Obviously, they weren't left here for me, but that is exactly what I've been thinking of. It's a saying I've said for some years. It means that I think it's a Bond thing, like a spy thing, as if to say, you're up against it, I've just woken up. I've had one of the best, and again, I've had a great sleep, a really relaxed, full, deep sleep that has made me feel a great deal better, and that's the understatement of the century. I've also just had a conversation with the law group, the Law Society. I can't remember what they're called. There's some organisation in the Nottinghamshire area. They asked me a lot of deep personal questions like, do I want to go back to the flat? The answer is yes, I do want to keep the flat on because it's stable accommodation, it's still mine. She's trying to tell me that if they have tried to evict me, it's an illegal, sorry, excuse the noise, I'm in quite a noisy area where there's a lot to and fro in of deliveries for the hospital, and obviously transplants and blood and whatever else they need to fix people's bodies when they've had serious accidents. And this is one of the busiest hospitals on the southeast side of London, and this is part of the hospital. This is a little mental health facility just on the side of the hospital, which is a bit annoying because it's so noisy, but I can handle it, it's no big deal. It's just they don't blast music, they don't rev their engines, they don't make a racket, so I'm quite happy on that front. But anyway, as I was saying, so the Law Society have said that if I haven't, that if they are trying to evict me, it's illegal, and they're going to send me paperwork. She said she could do it via email, but the problem with emails is you can't, well, I suppose maybe that should have been an option. I should have gone down as a bit stupid of me, but I kind of prefer the old school ways, I find it a bit safer and a bit more recordable and official, and maybe a bit stupid of me. Maybe I should have gone down the email route, but I get confused with emails sometimes. I don't know what I'm saying, and I don't know how to word things, and I prefer a tick box where you can just it's a lot more clearer and a lot more straightforward and a lot more obvious and basic and simple. So that's my choice, and that's the route I've gone down. So I've just got to be patient, and I prefer being patient than flying through on emails, a bit like the Japanese and the Chinese and some of these businessmen do, and you get confused, you have too much going on, and I prefer to break it down and simplify it, and that's just the sort of person I am. I prefer keeping it simple because it causes less confusion, and what they say about the snail and the tortoise, or the whatever it's called, the rabbit and the tortoise. The slower, wise. I don't like using the word wiser. That's a bit arrogant, but the snail. I think it's called the snail and the tortoise. The children sort of book about the person that takes it slow is the person that wins the race eventually, because they have slowed things down and are able to amalgamate and put things into boxes and sort of use the brain in a bit more of a sensible manner, where you can cope better and you keep your stress levels down and your blood pressure stays down, and obviously that means you live longer because your body isn't so stressed out. So that's the reason why I do that. Apart from that, I spoke to Maxwell, who is the manager of the ward. Now, he's told me that I'm going to have to take the bull by the horns and face these people who I don't believe are my friends. I mean, it could just be a test, but it's a very dangerous test where you are dealing with chemicals, like I've told you in the past, like I've written on my James Raver Jordan page on Facebook, and I've probably alerted to it in other ways, that they can sort of pressurize you, and it's completely legal, and you haven't got an option to say no. They can literally put you on any medication at any time, causing any effect, and they know the effects they have, and there's not really any real reason why they put you on these medications. It's not because you've done something wrong or that you deserve it. It's just the fact that, I don't know, maybe they just are that sick that they like to see you suffer. I don't know the full ins and outs, or maybe there is a deeper understanding to it that I'm not aware of or know about or are allowed to know, or have reached that level of secrecy or what's the word, that level of belief and I can't think of the word, that level of clearance, shall we say. So I will be meeting with them either today or tomorrow, because I do need to get to a bank and I can't keep putting it on the back burner, and I am going to have to take the risk of going out with probably one, maybe two, maybe three staff to begin with, for safety reasons. And I don't know what this is about, because except the fact that they've got to cover their own backs, and they've got to know that you're not an escape risk, which is stupid really, because it's as if you're being treated like a high profile criminal or a high profile dangerous man. Now, don't get me wrong, we can all be dangerous, we can all have dangerous thoughts. I mean, I have dangerous thoughts recently, just as a defense mechanism, a way of making yourself not be destroyed by negative influences and negative, negative sort of, making people feel, making you feel bad by other people. So anyways, it's a beautiful day, guys. I mean, look at the weather out there. It is absolutely stunning, but I'm not going to, I mean, as you know, I've had enough sunlight to last me. Well, I do want more sunlight, obviously, and I will be getting out there again. So wish me luck, people. The time now is 5 to 11 on Tuesday, the 14th of June 2022, and I will be uploading this to Instagram. Wish you all well, mwah, mwah. You lovely, 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 lovely people. Over and out. All join up on OnlyFans. There's a lot of money to be made, and I have made a lot of videos and pictures, and once I get my new British passport, which has the correct date of birth on it, and a beautiful photo, I'm sure they'll be loving me, I hope and pray, and I will be a success. Take care. Over and out.